thought I was losing, when they saw me crying, when they saw me waiting, when they saw me praying. But they didn't understand. The battle wasn't being fought with my hands. It was being won on my knees. There were nights I could not sleep, burdens weighed heavily on me, questions filling every corner of a heart longing to believe. The storm around me kept growing, the pressure seemed too much to bear. But every time I knelt before you, I found your presence waiting there. When my strength was gone, your strength remained. When I had no answers, you made a way. On my knees I won, through every battle fought. On my knees I won, because the victory came from God. When I could not see a way, when the mountains seemed too strong, I discovered heaven moves when I pray and carry on. The enemy thought he could break me, thought I'd surrender in fear. But every prayer became a weapon, and every tear reached heaven's ears. You were working in the silence, you were moving all along. And while hell thought I was defeated, you were making me strong. I fought through prayer, I fought through faith, I fought believing you would make a way. I stood on promises, I stood on grace, and you never failed me. Jesus, thank you for every unseen battle you fought on my behalf. Thank you for every prayer that you answered in your perfect time. On my knees I won, not by power, not by might, not by might, but by the Spirit of the living God, who turned darkness into light. The battle was won. On my knees, on my knees. I didn't have influence. I didn't have power. I didn't have all the answers. But I had prayer, and prayer was enough. When fear knocked at my doorway and trouble filled my mind, I found a secret place of worship where peace was always mine. The enemy came against my family, against my purpose and my dreams, but heaven gave me something stronger than anything I'd ever seen. The weapon wasn't visible, but hell could feel its power. Prayer was my weapon, faith was my shield. The word of God became my sword, and every wound was healed. Prayer was my weapon when darkness closed around. The moment I called on Jesus, strongholds came crashing down. Every midnight prayer mattered, every whispered cry was heard, every promise from the scriptures became life-giving words. The battle changed direction when I surrendered everything, because God does His greatest work when His children seek the King. Pray through the storm, pray through the fear, pray until heaven moves. Pray through the night, pray through the pain, God is making all things new. Prayer was my weapon, and victory became my song, because the God who hears His people was with me all along. The enemy feared my prayers more than I knew. It was not at noon. It was not in the crowd. It happened in the secret place at midnight. Everything changed. The clock kept moving slowly as I wrestled through the night. Tears fell down upon my pillow as I searched for heaven's light. The situation looked impossible, the mountain stood too tall, but I remembered that my Savior has never failed at all. Midnight wasn't my ending, it became my turning point. The battle changed at midnight when I lifted were forming. The enemy celebrated early, thinking he had won the fight. But God was preparing victory in the middle of the night. At midnight, you heard me. At midnight, you answered me. At midnight, you strengthened me. At midnight, you rescued me. The battle changed at midnight, and my testimony began. Because the God who watches over me still holds me in his hand. Never underestimate what God can do. At midnight. It was not at noon. There were moments when I thought nobody heard me. Not my family, not my friends. But heaven heard every word, every tear, every sigh, every prayer. I stood alone in the silence, with questions filling up my soul. The road ahead seemed uncertain, and the burden had taken its toll. I cried out from the depths of sorrow, when hope felt so far away. But the God who never sleeps nor slumbers was listening as I prayed. You heard me when nobody knew. You stayed when others walked away. Heaven heard my cry when tears fell through the night. Heaven heard my cry and sent mercy from on high. You saw every broken piece, every wound I tried to hide. And when I thought it was over, you stood right by my side. The enemy wanted my surrender, wanted me to lose my faith. But every prayer became a seed that you would not let go to waste. Now I can see your hand moving in ways I never understood. Because even in the waiting season, you were working for my good. You heard my fear. You heard the words nobody else could hear. Jesus, thank you for hearing prayers that never left my heart. Thank you for loving me, even when I struggle to trust. Heaven didn't fight with anger. I didn't fight with revenge. I fought on my knees, and God fought for me. The enemy came against my household, against my peace and against my mind, trying to fill my days with worry and leave all hope behind. But I discovered a holy secret that hell wishes I never knew. The power of a praying believer who trusts in all you do. When I prayed, the atmosphere changed. I fought through prayer, I fought through faith, I stood upon your promises and watched you make a way. I fought through prayer, I trusted in your word, and every time I called your name, the gates of heaven stirred. There were battles nobody noticed and tears nobody saw, but every prayer invited heaven to step into the war. The enemy underestimated the power found in prayer, because the moment I sought Jesus, his victory filled the air. Prayer became my refuge, prayer became my song, prayer became the battlefield where God proved he was strong. I fought through prayer, and now I testify, the God who hears his children will never pass them by. My greatest victories were won in prayer. I didn't know it then. While I was praying, God was already working. While I was waiting, God was already moving. Day after day I kept believing, though nothing seemed to change. I kept bringing every burden before your throne of grace. The answers weren't immediate, the breakthrough wasn't fast, but you were writing victory while I thought the trial would last. What I couldn't see The enemy thought he had me, until I found the altar. Everything changed there. I came broken and exhausted, carrying wounds too deep to hide. I brought every fear and failure and laid them at your side. The altar became a meeting place where mercy covered shame. And the moment I surrendered, nothing remained the same. Hell was celebrating until heaven stepped in. The devil lost at the altar. The moment I called your name, the chains fell off completely and freedom took their place. The devil lost at the altar. The darkness could not stay because the fire of God descended and drove it all away. Every lie that once controlled me lost its power in your light. Every burden that I carried was lifted in your side. The enemy cannot remain where Jesus is adored, because worship turns the battlefield into the presence of the Lord. At the altar I found healing. At the altar I found peace. At the altar I found freedom. At the altar I found the devil lost at the altar, and Jesus won again. Now my story is a testimony of where true victory begins. The altar changed everything. There is a place where fear loses its voice, a place where burdens become lighter, a place where heaven touches earth. It is the place of prayer. It is the place where we kneel before the King. I came with questions in my spirit and worries heavy on my mind. depend on myself, but your word teaches another way. For the strongest warriors in your kingdom are those who choose to pray. The enemy cannot understand it, why surrender creates such power. But heaven responds to humble hearts in the darkest hour. I bow before your greatness, I bow before your throne. And every time I seek you, I never stand alone. King Jesus, teach us to trust you more. Teach us to pray deeper. Teach us to surrender completely. Kneeling before the King, I receive strength to stand, because victory belongs forever to the Lamb who holds my hand. The strongest place I have ever stood was on my knees. There was a season when all I had were tears. Tears in the morning, tears at midnight, tears nobody understood. But God was writing a testimony. Every tear felt like a language only heaven could understand. Every cry became a prayer, placed gently in your hands. The pain was deeper than words could tell. The wounds were hard to explain, but you never wasted one moment of all the sorrow and pain. You were turning my mourning into a song of praise. My tears became a testimony, my pain became a song. The God who carried me through darkness was with me all along. My tears became a testimony, a story of grace and light, because the God who never left me turned my darkness into The enemy thought my crying was a sign that he had won, but every tear watered a miracle that was already being done. Now I stand with hands lifted high, remembering where I've been, and every scar reminds me of the victory found in him. What broke me could not destroy me, what hurt me could not define me, because Jesus was refining me. The testimony will last forever. The world teaches people to react first. Heaven teaches warriors to pray first. Before the battle, before the decision, before the fear takes over. Pray. There is wisdom in surrender. There is power in seeking God. Before facing every challenge, before walking every road, the greatest victories in history were never won by strength alone. They were won by men and women who first approached the throne. Prayer changes everything before anything changes. Warriors pray first before they fight the war. Warriors pray first before they walk through the door. They seek the face of Jesus before taking another step, because those who trust in God will never regret. The enemy fears a praying warrior more than weapons he can see, because prayer invites God's presence and releases victory. The battle may be fierce tomorrow, but today's prayer prepares the way, and the strength you need for tomorrow can be found in prayer today. Pray in the morning, pray through the night, pray when you're weak, pray when you're strong. Warriors pray first, and heaven hears their cry. The God who leads his people will never pass them by. Prayer is not the last option. It is the first weapon.